Now talking about the containers over here. These containers, they can be of varied size, such as the boxed layout and the full page layout. We may see that this is the fixed width container, where container is the class name. This is the class name that we are calling in. Container width will be always fixed to 1170 px plus 30 px gutter space. That is equals to 1200 px total till the media width is greater than or equals to 1200 px. Below this definition, they will adjust as per screen resolution and instruction provided. It is practically a boxed layout. Now what about this 1170 px plus 30 px gutter space? We have to know about it. This is practically the width of the container. This yellow box which is lying at the beneath of every other boxes, this is practically the width of the container, which is 1170 px. Now this container is practically leaving a gap of 15 px from each side. That means from left side and from right side, it is practically leaving a gap of 15 px. That means a total of 15 plus 15, 30 px gap will be left from both sides. So the width of the container in case of larger display preview, the width of the container in this case will be 1170 px, and it is leaving a total gap of 30 px from either ends, from left side and from right side. And that is why it will be at a total of 1200 px. So in case of larger preview, we have restricted ourselves for a larger preview, the devices with width greater than or equals to 1200 px. And another thing, if you get onto this image, you may see that here's a gap between each contents, between each boxes. This is another thing that we have to consider. That means this red box, it is leaving a space of 15 px from the right, and this is the green box which in turn leaving a gap of 15 px from its left. So the total gap in between will be 30 px. 15 px from right for the red box and 15 px from left for this green box. A total gap of 30 px as a gap in between these two boxes. This thing will be followed in each and every cases, as we may see. Here we are practically dividing up our 12 grids into some definite structures. For say a content, it will be placed inside this red box and it will be consuming up to total 4 grids, as we can see over here. The same thing will be followed here. In case of this green box, the content that will be placed here will be consuming up to 4 grid space, 4 grids here. And in case of this extreme right box, which is red in color, the same thing will be followed here. In this case, I would like to mention you that never exceed this total grid classification. If you are exceeding this 12 grids, then it will be placed on a single row, but the contents will be stacked on each other and the visual appearance will be differing. For say, if you are placing here call LG7 and if you are placing here call LG6, that means 6 plus 7 are 13 grids will be consumed. But Bootstrap front-end framework, it practically divides your display device into 12 grids. As 13 is greater than 12, that means the second content that you are going to place inside, it will be just stacking down, keeping them one over another. Now another thing here, as we are going to mention, is full width container. This is practically will be called in as container fluid, and it is a full page container. That means 100% device width will be used over here. Full page layout, where the contents will distribute itself accordingly as per instructed, depending on what column type you are using. That is a larger preview column or medium or smaller, whatever it is. Those contents will fit into the container. This thing is practically widely used if full page responsiveness is required. We will be seeing all of them. So we will be seeing it with examples. So do not get panicked with it. We will be soon knowing about it. So the primary thing we are now about to check, what will happen if we call all these class names inside this container, of course inside the row, and we will be observing its varying nature under different device conditions. Now let's get back to our project, and first of all, as we have seen, we have created this container, and a banner is been introduced over here to see the changes, what changes it is practically executing. If you get into custom.css, you may see that nothing is provided except this background ff0. That means I have provided some background colors and if found necessary some heights for the time being, but Bootstrap practically never allows any height. So for the time being we have provided some height here, and in index.html we have called in the container first, then we have called in the row, then we have called in this call access. What we are doing here, we are just changing our from mobile device, we are now changing the larger desktop preview. As we can see here, for the time being we have to assume that this is the content, but it is practically coming under the typography and glyph icons used in Bootstrap, but that is the scope for a different tutorial. We won't be discussing about it here. All we are going to do, we have practically taken 3 columns over here, and all of them are of 4, are of value 4. That means 4 plus 4 8 and plus 4 equals to 12. That means this is the instance that we are going to use. This is the instance that we are going to use over here. So all we have to do now, we have made these changes here. This is practically the thing that is going to be included into our project. Here we can see, here are these 3 boxes inside. We are going to press here Ctrl plus Shift plus M for a mobile responsiveness view, and we can see that for smaller device display 320 is the display device. As we can see, this is the width of this display, and we see that each and every contents, they are just stacking over each other. Press Ctrl Shift M to deactivate this thing and back to a normal preview. Now we can see that this green box is in the extreme left, the red box is in the middle, and this gray box is lying at the extreme right. Now press Ctrl Shift plus M again and get back to your mobile responsiveness view. Here just change this value to 768 pixels. Press enter. You may see that still these things are stacking on each other. They are coming down vertically. Testing, place 992 pixels here. Press enter and you may see that still it is just coming vertically downward, stacked on each other. Checking, press 1199 pixels. Press enter. Still they are stacking on each other. But now if we place here 1200 pixels and now press enter, you may see that now these contents, those contents are just getting horizontal. They are coming horizontally, as we can see here. So this will be the actual case. Up to 1200 pixels you provide any width over here. Suppose we are providing 1920. Press enter and you may see that this is the display that it is going to provide in case of a 1920 by 480 pixels display. Getting back to 320 pixels again. Okay, those things are coming stacked one over each other.